Consistency is key. That's something I always heard, and that's what it took for me to learn how to bring home at least 6 figures a month. So here's how I do it.
Anyone can wear the mask.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I literally bring home a minimum of 6 figures a month, literally through consistency. I kid you not, I found my rhythm of how to be consistent in everything that I am doing, and it's made me pretty successful in this for sure. So what is it that I do? Look, I go to Funko.com obviously to get especially a bunch of their exclusives, whatnot. That way I can get some of those deals off the auctions, Chalice collectibles for my anime exclusives. Entertainment Earth is a great source to go to as well. That way you can pre-order a lot of Funko Pops. Wait, you thought this was a financial video? No, I'm talking about Funko Pops. This month so far, I kid you not, I have gotten so many different Funko Pops. So I want to show you every single Funko Pop figure that I've gotten this month. And it's well over 6 figures. I've always expressed that I have a lot of things in my collection that aren't Spider-Man. So let's start there. And the first few figures I got are all 3 of the new molds for the Animaniacs, Yakko, Wakko, and Dot. I'm actually very excited that Funko decided to make new molds for the Animaniacs. I know people don't usually prefer when Funko makes a new mold of an older character that they've already done, but these do look really great. They have a little bit more detail into them. They have more of a happy expression on their face, and I think they did a great job resembling each of the 3 Animaniac characters here. Now, I am waiting for that Warner Brothers tower with all 3 of the Animaniacs popping out of it, which I heard is going to be a Funko Shop exclusive, and I'll definitely be picking that one up too. Now, you know I definitely have a large anime collection, so to start with anime, I do have Rem and Ram from ReZero. This is actually an anime that I have not finished. I mean, I've barely started it. I'm probably on episode 4, but I thought when they announced this Rem and Ram, especially the Funko Pop Plus versions of them, they looked outstanding. I was not the biggest fan of the commons of these, so I did get both of the exclusives. And side by side, I think this is a fantastic set. And continuing with more anime, you know I have to transition into my One Piece Funko Pops where I did pick up that new Egghead set. Well, some of them with Monkey D. Luffy, Nico Robin, Lilith, and that New York Comic Con Rob Lucci. I was thrilled to see that Funko was making Egghead arc Funko Pops, especially with this Monkey D. Luffy. I think they knocked it out the park where he's kind of flying around, just as silly as Luffy always is with a big grin on his face. And Nico Robin's one of my favorite Straw Hat characters, but it's weird they didn't make my favorite Straw Hat out of everyone except Luffy, Roanoa Zoro. So I don't know where he is. And the person I think who is going to be the newest member of the Straw Hat, possibly, I honestly haven't read the manga, so I'm probably wrong, Lilith. This was a nice choice. I know they're making some of the other Vegapunk characters, and I'm glad that they made Lilith. And last but not least, again, a New York Comic Con exclusive, though this is the shared sticker, Rob Lucci in his awakened form. This was a pop I was so happy Funko made. They recently did the Toy Temple exclusive Rob Lucci, but for them to so quickly do his awakened form was outstanding, and I have no complaints with this entire set. And continuing along with anime, one that's actually in its current final season, My Hero Academia. I did get that deluxe version of Deku, along with the new mold of Himiko Toga and Shoto Todoroki. The way they painted this Deku looks outstanding. Kind of that cell shading, comic look that they added to it. I think it's very accurate, especially for an anime Funko Pop. He looks very strong in this version. I will say I'm shocked that they did not make this one glow in the dark, but no real complaints. And speaking of glow in the dark, this Todoroki looks amazing. However, with fire powers and his ice, that's fine. In this moment in the show, he was basically glowing. I kid you not. So for this one not to be a glow in the dark Funko Pop was mind boggling to me. But knowing Funko, I'm sure they'll do it in the future. And if that's the case, if it's a good glow, I'll probably get the glow and get rid of this common. And Himiko Toga. This was one of the pops I was looking forward to the absolute most this month, especially with all the different Twice clones right underneath her. If you've gotten to that point in the series, man, I'm just going to leave it there because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But I think Funko did a great job making this a Pop Plus, incorporating not only Himiko, but those Twice clones into it and capturing that moment as best as they possibly could in Funko Pop form. And then moving along to one of my all-time favorite anime, you probably wouldn't guess it, but it is Spy Family. I did get the giant 10-inch Anya Forger. Anya is definitely one of the funniest and cutest characters in all of anime, in my opinion. When I saw Funko was making this 10-inch Funko Pop, initially I thought it was unnecessary. Anya's not a big character. She's literally a child. But then I just thought, man, it's one of my favorites and I had to pick this one up. It's not a ton of detail on this thing. It's literally just adorable and I had to have it. And then last but not least, kind of moving into the main event, that Marvel and Spider-Man section that I know you all really came for and love to see on the Web of Funkos channel. And I did get both of the New York Comic Con exclusives, Bedlam and Null. This is actually the first time Funko has made Null into a Funko Pop, and it's about time. They've made so many symbiotes, from Venom to Anti-Venom, Carnage, and so much more, including like Toxin, and never did they make the king of symbiotes. I know with the rise of Marvel Rivals becoming so popular and them putting Null in the game, I think he's becoming more of a popular character, and I'm so glad that they did this. Now with Bedlam, I actually had to look up who this character was. And to be honest, I've kind of forgotten by now. I looked this up a couple weeks ago when New York Comic Con came out. But the pop looks great. It's another version of like a symbiote or something, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But again, the fact that Funko is trying to make new Marvel characters in Funko Pop form is never really a bad thing. I'll take it all day, and I'm glad I was able to get my hands on both. And speaking of Null, I actually have two Null Funko Pops. One is the shared sticker, and one is the official New York Comic Con sticker. So it's literally the exact same Funko Pop. Again, like I earlier mentioned, sometimes I get my stuff from Whatnot. I got this official sticker off of Whatnot for a steal. It was only $34. For the official sticker, you can't beat it. It's absolutely mind-blowing that I've gotten 16 new Funko Pops this month. I don't think I have anything else coming in the mail. I don't foresee myself really buying anything in these last couple days of October. But I'm looking forward to what November is going to bring. I know there's a few things that are going to literally get here on November 1st, November 2nd, and very early on in the month. So stay with me, stay tuned, and I'll keep you in the loop. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, go follow me on TikTok at Web of Funkos. Until next time, I'm out of here, y'all.